NCIS, Los Angeles star Eric Christian Olsen addresses a potential return in the upcoming NCIS Season 22. After an impressive run that consisted of 14 seasons and more than 300 episodes, the LA spin-off ended in part because of the large costs associated with the veteran series. But since then, a few key cast members from the NCIS spin-off have returned to the CBS franchise in different roles. Olsen, who played the main role of Marty Deeks, spoke with TV Line about reprising his NCIS LA role. Olsen, who is an executive producer on the new Matlock series, joked that he occasionally imagines himself appearing in the Kathy Bates reboot. But when it came to Marty Deeks, he was more conflicted. He initially focused on his co-stars, LL Cool J, Renee Felice Smith, and real-life sister-in-law Daniela Rua. But when it came down to it, when asked if he was eager to play Deeks again, Olsen replied, "Not so much." What Olsen's return status means for NCIS. The CBS franchise is in a transitional moment. Rua, who played Kenzie in NCIS LA, has since returned to the franchise to direct episodes. LL Cool J reprised the role of Sam Hanna in NCIS Hawaii, which was controversially cancelled earlier this year, a decision that was one sign the police procedural is in a transitional period. NCIS Season 22 will premiere on CBS on Monday, October 14 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and the main series continues to grow strong. But there are also spin-offs that CBS hopes will succeed, like NCIS Origins, which debuts on the same night, and NCIS Tony and Ziva, which is slated for Paramount+. Given all of these new shows, there is perhaps less of an urgency in bringing back characters like Kenzie and Deeks. Olsen echoes that sentiment in his comments. But that doesn't mean that the NCIS LA gang is gone for good, only that it may not be the right time for them to make cameos right now. NCIS Los Angeles left its characters in a good place. The writing team had time to craft a fitting farewell. Jane Tennant and Sam Hanna in the jungle in NCIS Hawaii. Even though NCIS Los Angeles coming to an end was a surprise, given the success of the series and the wider franchise, the news was delivered with enough time to allow showrunner R. Scott Gemmell and the writing team to craft a fitting farewell. The team works on one final case, helping an undercover ATF agent break up an arms-dealing ring. But the real development happens in the personal realm. Callan and Anna, though they'd planned for a big wedding, decide to go with a small ceremony instead. And while Kenzie and Deeks deal with the realization that they're having a baby, Roundtree receives the settlement that he's been hoping for. Sam, who would go on to assist Jane Tennant and appear in 12 episodes of NCIS Hawaii, receives optimistic news about the health of his father. But the finale leaves the door open enough for a future update on the team. The episode also sees longtime duo Sam and Callan going to Morocco in search of Hetty, and they reunite with Nell, Sabatino, and Nate. The scene even includes Nell suggesting they should go on another adventure. The purpose of this is to give audiences the sense that, at least for the immediate future, the NCIS characters will continue with their lives. Even if viewers won't get to see it. Our take on the return of Olsen as Marty Deeks. There should be a follow-up. LL Cool J as Sam Hanna with Eric Christian Olsen as Marty Deeks and Daniela Rua as Kenzie Bly and Chris O'Donnell as G. Callan in NCIS Los Angeles in the Woods. Marty and Kenzie have a baby on the way by the end of NCIS Los Angeles. This makes for a nice chance to check up on the fan-favorite pairing and see how they are handling such a big milestone in their lives. Although it may not happen anytime soon, NCIS has brought back familiar faces after long absences, so it's not totally out of the question that there will be other Marty and Kenzie milestones in the future.